going to be going live at 8 o'clock. If anybody is watching me on YouTube, I'm going live at 8. So just stay in here and get your phone. Look at him soon, all right? Just read it. So stay in there, 8:05. Okay. Hold on a minute. Okay, I'm going to get started. Welcome. So tonight, what am I talking about? I decided to do a webinar about a very important and pivotal topic that's being discussed today, and that is the COVID-19 pandemic. I know right here in New Jersey, we're one of the states which is considered at very high levels in terms of deaths and those who are affected. On top of that, we also lead in terms of small businesses who have been affected, because martial law has been in effect here in the state. That's been going on for about 2 weeks. If you're not familiar with martial law basically says is that most businesses are shut down besides essential businesses. And essential businesses are grocery stores, pharmacies, liquor stores, and gas stations. I may be leaving maybe 1 or 2 out, but those are the essential businesses. With that being said, along with that, many people, businesses have gotten affected. And so the government put in place, which is called the Paycheck Protection Program. Now, here on this channel, I've discussed a few things. I've discussed about the resources that the government has put out in terms of the Economic Injury Disaster Program. I talked about that. That's the $10,000 grant. Mostly everyone can qualify based on the qualifications, and it is unforgiven. With that being said, one of the most widely talked about topics is the Paycheck Protection Program. And that particular program sorry about that. I had technical difficulties, so I got cut out. So with that being said, the Paycheck Protection Program is a topic that is widely talked about. And could you believe it? Things are changing. And if you see me looking down at my phone, because I'm also making sure that I am streaming live here on YouTube, but I'm also looking at and looking at my notes, because my notes are on my telephone. But with that being said, I did a video the other day and I talked about, I think I listed 5 of the most common things that you should consider about the protection program, because right now, what nobody will tell you, and this is for those who follow, experts in terms of business funding, in terms of CPAs, tax advisors, you name it, those, whoever is your trusted advisor. With that being said, everything is new. And so with the rules changing and with the legislation that came in, so really it was kind of just dumped on people. Everyone is just trying to feel their way. And the purpose of why I'm doing this webinar is that if you want to be an informed consumer or an informed business owner, what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to share with you the resources so you don't have to feel like a fish out of water. Because unlike the other programs that the government has rolled out, this particular program, the Paycheck Protection Program, is the one that you have to work with an outside lender. You cannot go directly to the SBA site. So you do have to deal with an outside lender. And so many people are wondering, well, okay, well, how do I do that? And that's what I'm going to show you tonight, because there are some things that you may want to consider when you decide to move forward with this process. And so I'm going to talk about, let's talk about, do you qualify? Let's just talk about that, because you got a lot of people who are saying, I am a business owner, my business is being affected, but why can't I take part in this funding? Now, if you know, and if you are familiar with me and this channel, I have been talking about credit, personal credit, and business credit for a long time. And the one part that no one really wanted to listen to when I was talking about it is your personal credit. And so what is happening now is that individuals who, and I know this is not the time to say, oh, Lorelia, we don't want you preaching, this, that, and the other, but understand, if you didn't have certain things in order, you may not qualify. Even though I understand your business is registered, you have the logo, the trade line, whatever you were told that certified you as a business. But the missing element is payroll. And many people, as a business owner, do not pay themselves payroll. And so one of the missing things is payroll. According to the Paycheck program, the PPP program, you have to either pay payroll. And have you been paying payroll? Have you been issuing 1099 checks to people who work for you? Because I'm not going to say some things are just common sense, but how do you think you're going to pay? How do you think you are going to get access for money for a program that's called Paycheck Protection, and you haven't been paying payroll? Because I'm not sure where you are, but like I said, in other states that have been highly impacted, businesses are shut down. So those employees who were getting a check, no longer getting a check. That business owner who may have been cutting himself or herself a check, they may not be getting a check because they may not have no revenue coming into their business. So with that being said, that is a qualification. Payroll. That's it. And I'm going to show you tonight. Payroll. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen. And right now, this is the website. If you want to know anything about the PPP program, go to the source. You don't have to rely on myself. You don't have to rely on your accountant. You don't have to rely on your business funding partner or your bank. You can go here and read up information on it so you can make a wise decision on moving forward with the process. But understand, you still need a third party, which is a certified SBA lender who can process your application, because you can't go to the SBA website yourself. When you go to treasury.gov, you're going to get this screen. This is a common screen that we've been seeing on the news of the individuals who've been talking. On the top, it will say, for small business seeking direct relief from COVID-19, click here to learn more about the Paycheck Protection Program. Now, right here is where you are going to get all the information that you need. Assistance for small businesses. The Paycheck Protection Program prioritizes millions of Americans employed by small businesses by authorizing up to $349 billion towards job retention and certain expenses. On this website, now it's not, I don't want to say it's not easy reading, but the information is there. It gives you, for top line overview of the programs, click here. There you go. Small Business Paycheck Protection Program. The Paycheck program provides small businesses with funds up to 8 weeks of payroll costs, including benefits. Funds can also be used to pay for interest on mortgage, rent, and utilities. The big thing that many people are talking about is it fully forgiven. Funds are provided in the form of loans that will be fully forgiven when used for payroll costs, interest on mortgages, rent, utilities. There you go. Information is there. Understand you have to use the funds for that. Now, please don't be that business owner who's going to be like, well, how they going to find out? How they going to find out what I use the money for? Understand there's going to be some checks and balances, because you have to certify when you fill your information out that what you say is true. And there are going to be checks and balances. Now, the thing is that why do you need the money? Because you are saying, I need this money to keep employees on payroll and to rehire them quickly. So like I said, in states that have been hard hit with COVID-19, New York, New Jersey, California, I think Florida is one of those states where, businesses are shut down, employees have been laid off. This will allow you to still be able to inject some cash into those households. They go into small businesses that are eligible, 500 or fewer employees. And here you have it. Self-employed individuals, there are some self-employed people who do employ people, or they pay people $10.99. You'll be surprised, there are some. Sole proprietorships, independent contractors are eligible, because it all depends on the accounting that you have put in place for your business. I've been talking about this all last year, in that your ability to get funding is based on how your business is set up. The one thing that people only look at is that it's credit. And I've said for this past whole year, it's more than just credit. Now, when to apply? Now, banks, funding entities, funding partners started taking applications as of April 3rd. What I'm going to show you is, depending on your bank may have a portal or some type of link where you can go ahead and upload documents and have them sent in. How to apply? You can apply through an existing SBA 7A lender or through any federally insured depository institution. That's just that what that means is your bank, or credit union or farm credit system institution that's participating. So what that means is that institutions had to be SBA certified. They had to go through all the procedures in order for them to be able to provide you with funding. So this is a good piece to read. Now, if you want to just know, because the information is there, there's no secrets. If you are a lender, more information can be provided here. If you are a lender, I'm not going to open up that. You can go there yourself if you want to see. If you are a borrower, and this is the information I think most people will want to see. Now, right here, this is right here, I'm going to show you the paper version. It says sample on it, but right here you have it in front of you. Paycheck Protection Program information sheet. I'm not going to go all into it because pretty much is what I said. It talks about loan amounts. It talks about where I can apply. It talks about what do I need if I need to apply? What documents do I need to include in my application? Do I need to first look for other funds before applying for the program? The list goes on and on and on. There's no secrets. What counts as payroll? Salary, wages, commissions, or tips, employee benefits, state and local taxes. For sole proprietors, independent contractor, wages, commission, income, or net earnings from self-employment capped at 100,000 on an annualized basis for each employee. Does the PPP cover paid sick leave? Yes, the PPP covers payroll costs, which include Not going to read everything. Go there yourself. How large can my loan be? Loans can be for up to 2 months of your average monthly payroll costs for the last year, plus an additional 25% of that. That amount is subject to a 10 million cap. How much of my loan will be forgiven? You will owe money when your loan is due if you use the loan amount for anything other than payroll. So that has been the big talk. What happens? Will my loan be forgiven? This right here goes into it. How can I request? It goes into it. You can submit a request to the lender that is servicing the loan. Who is servicing your loan? Well, it's going to be whoever you submitted it through. What is my interest rate? 1% fixed rate. When do I start paying back the interest? All payments are deferred for 6 months. However, interest will continue to accrue over this period. When is my loan due? In 2 years? Can I pay my loan earlier? Yes, there are no prepayment penalties. Now, the one thing that I want to point out that's not mentioned here is credit. Because I'm currently in a group on Facebook with with lenders who are trying to figure this out. You know, it's no secret. This is all new. I'm going to go to the FAQs. Because credit is one thing that most people have been wondering, is it part of it? And I can't find it here, but it's somewhere there. It's somewhere where it says one of these documents that credit is important. They will take into account of your credit, because the reason why is because at the end of the day, if you do not use the funds for what you were supposed to do and you don't qualify for it to be forgiven, you now have to pay it back. And they want to know what has been your history with paying lenders. That's so important. So this is right here is a lender application form. Now, this is the paper version. You as the consumer or the business owner may fill it out online. Now I'm going to show you, I'm going to hop on over here to Wells Fargo. I don't bank with Wells Fargo. I have no relationship with Wells Fargo. But there may be a person who is a business owner. They bank with Wells Fargo and they want to proceed with the Paycheck Protection Program. Well, right here on Wells Fargo's site, they have the information, Small Business Administration Paycheck Program. Now, they do give you who is eligible, employ 500 people or fewer, were in business on and before February the 15th. We saw that in the Treasury, had employees to whom they paid salaries or for whom they paid payroll taxes or that paid independent contractors. Have an eligible Wells Fargo business account and enrolled in online banking. What can this loan be used for? It goes into that. Payroll, utilities, mortgage interest. We talked about that. How can I apply? They go right here. They give you the link for you to go ahead and apply. What can I do to prepare my application? They even have that. And then, of course, how do I enroll in Wells Fargo Business Online Banking? Of course, they're going to throw that plug in because it's their bank. So, like I said, I have no affiliation with Wells Fargo, but I just want people to be well informed. Let's just go to Bank of America. Now, I don't know what's their website, so I don't bank there. Okay. So if I'm a business owner and I bank at Bank of America, let's go there. So let's see, go down and see if we see it somewhere. So it probably is going to be under small business because the PPP program is for business owners. So there you go. As soon as I went, important information about coronavirus, learn more. We're here for our small business clients, Smaller Business Administration, the U.S. Treasury. Remember, I took you to the Treasury website. So I'm taking you to the source. Have released the Paycheck Protection Program guidelines. Our small business clients who may be eligible for financial relief can apply right here. A small business checking account open no later than February 15, 2020, and do not have a business, credit, or borrow relationship with another bank. Now, I just think personally, Bank of America kind of just threw that in there to throw people off. And see, that's why I'm saying, when you read the information from the source, you don't have to be confused with what lenders tell you. The latest Paycheck Protection Program details. Then they even go into that. Small business owners who do not meet these criteria should contact their current business loan provider as soon as possible. And I guess this is small business clients with a small business lending, checking relationship, and do not have business credit or borrow relationships with another bank are eligible to apply. Like I said, I just think that's something Bank of America is doing because I don't see how a bank can say you can't bank with another bank. A client's pre-existing lending relationship with us may include small business, commercial, corporate, conventional business lines, or what have you. The only thing that I could have an idea of what they mean is that if you bank with Bank of America and you submit it to them, you shouldn't go to another lending institution and try to submit it to them as well. All applications, information, and correspondences about the Paycheck Protection Program at Bank of America will occur online and through email. So there you have it. And so I guess they got a link here and you get started. So why did I decide to put this together is because many people have questions, and you will do yourself a disservice if you do not read up on how this works. So you don't have to be like a puppy chasing their tails, wondering, oh, do I qualify? Now, another one that I totally forgot is to just go to the sba.gov/funding-programs. Coronavirus small business guidance and loan resources. You got everything here. Click here to learn more about the available SBA loan and debt relief. Coronavirus relief options, funding options. Now, of course, this is the SBA is going to tell you about the loan advance. That's what you could do directly with them. That's that grant program where you can get the $10,000. They got the SBA Express Bridge program and SBA debt relief. And so I'm going to go to the Paycheck Protection because that's what I'm talking about right now. And once again, you get information here. The SBA that helps businesses keep their workforce employed during the coronavirus. You have to understand this relationship. You have the SBA, you have Treasury. Once the president has said he was going to pump what, $2 trillion into the SBA for two small businesses, the Treasury is who has control over those funds. And so some of those funds are going to be funneled through the SBA. That's why you have the ability to go to the SBA and apply for loans. And then some of them, the money is going to be dispersed through the other private entities. And that's where the Paycheck Protection Program comes from, because you can't go directly to the SBA. You have to go to private industry. Now, if you are still confused with how all this goes, you can reach out to me. My information will be below this video. If you're currently looking at it and you're on my email list, just send me an email. And I will do my best with assisting you. So here it is, Paycheck Protection Program, loan information, who can apply, loan details and forgiveness, and other assistance. There you go. And there you have it. So you can't say, I don't know. But like I said, if you have any questions, reach out to me. Information will be below this video. If you're watching on YouTube, if you know me, if you're on my email communication list, you can reach out to me. And I will tell you how we can go forward with working together, the next step. And so reason why, like I said, I put this together is because many people who are on my email communication list have questions, and this is my ability to give you answers. Because the sad thing is that many of us, and when I say us, I'm saying people who start businesses, the reason why there's confusion is because we live in a time and space now where no one wants to invest in a trusted advisor. So I'm sharing this information with you, but if you're someone that still needs someone to talk to you more about it, there's your CPA, your accountant. And this is not to say they're going to do it for free. I'm just saying, find a trusted advisor who can assist you with this matter. If you feel like your banker at one of the big banks is your trusted advisor, your credit union, by all means, you reach out to them. Now, like I said, here in New Jersey, we are under quarantine. The banks are not open. So you can't just casually go in and speak to a banking representative. Now, I know a week or two ago, they were taking appointments and then you could talk to them, but I don't even think they're doing that now. But they are giving you procedures here in New Jersey for New Jersey business owners to be able to apply for these loans. So that's it. But I cannot stress enough that when you are looking for funding, how your business is structured, you know, how you are running your business, credit only plays a small part. So many people, like right now, they want to be able to take part in these programs, but they're not structured right. A lot of things they did not do, especially if you fall into that category of the tricks of business funding. You know, many people were spending a lot of time with those trying to get net 30 accounts and all this other stuff that they didn't spend time in structuring their business to be able to move forward to getting funding. And so at the end of the day, all this is going to be behind us. Don't know if it's going to be next month, and 3 months, and 6 months, and a year, but at the end of the day, all of this is going to be behind us. And in the meantime, what is there? What do you want to do now? You want to still be able to put your business in position. So then when catastrophe strikes or a pandemic strikes, you are in position to take advantage of everything around you. So that's all that I have. I hope this has been helpful. If you want to learn more about how I can help you with business funding, reach out to me at bizcredit.yourmoneymentor.com. If you're currently on my email communication list, just send me a message. Okay, bye-bye.